would be completely fatal. Rook c1, he finds it. King d7. And now a check. Very important check. Needs to be found. Finds it again. King d6. And now bishop takes on h4. He thinks it's a good idea. Just take it. He takes. And you can see that the knight doesn't have a good square. The king is in the open. Queen c5. Check is coming. Square is taken up. Rook c8. The best move perhaps in the position for Magnus to try and hold it. King d2 played. Connecting the rooks. Fabi has an advantage of +7 here. It's almost done and dusted. The position. Magnus is sort of laying back in his chair. Just can't believe the mess he has gotten into. He goes queen a7. Fabi pushes f5. A decent move. Quite a good one. And actually it's threatening now bishop g3. Queen a6 offering a queen trade. Now don't want to be trading queens. That's for sure. Queen d3. Lovely move. Keeping the queens on the board. F6 is coming. Bishop g3 is coming. The rook is getting activated here. Queen a3 check and e7 coming. That's the big point there. It's a big point. In fact, if you take here, I can simply first give a check, then take here, then enter in with the queen. So Magnus could, if he resigns here, it may not be even a bad decision, but no, rook c4. You can see how Magnus fights. He fights with everything he's got. By the way, an excellent move now is rook c4. Because if d takes c4, I have queen a3 check. Well, he first takes fe. And by the way, if rook c4, queen c4, there was check and b7 was hanging. Anyway, king e6 played. He takes on c4. Now, if queen takes here, then maybe even queen takes, and d5 and you lose the piece. So he goes pawn takes. That makes sense. And queen d1 played by Fabi. That's a nice move. He's going for the attack with 3 pieces and a lone king. c3. An amazing move by Magnus, creating some threats here, and the knight jumps in. So that there's a check here and check here. Can Magnus survive this? That's insane. Fabi has 1 minute 39 seconds. Magnus has 25 seconds. Check there to the king. King d5. And now, maybe you could even sacrifice the rook. Takes is also winning because of some checks. But he goes rook f4. He stops knight e4 check. He's still better. But Magnus finds queen c4 now. Check coming in on a2. The thing is, Fabi is winning such brutally in this position. He's unable to find a finishing stroke, which is kind of irritating for him. Queen h3. So it's like a position where you don't want to agree to a draw for sure. You have the repetition in your hand. You can repeat queen g2, queen h3, or queen f3, queen g4. He goes queen h1. King comes back to e6. Magnus whirling on. Fabi's time now down to 27 seconds, while Magnus has built it up to 56. He goes queen b1. He defends a2, he defends e4. But this is not right. This is not the best. What's happening here? All of a sudden, Magnus is in with a chance. This is what he does. This is what he is good at. He's managed to hold this together. Okay, white is a pawn up. If the queens get traded, white should win that endgame. King d7. He's running away with his queen. So accurate is Magnus. No, queen b3. Trade the queens, perhaps. If you trade the queens, at least you're not going to lose or get checkmated. Queen b3, rook e8. Take here. Yes, you lose the e3 pawn. That's not good news. He goes e4. But this is risking it now. This is super risking. He wants to go e5. And Magnus brings the rook in. He's attacking e4 with his knight and the rook. Okay, e5. He goes bishop g3. He wants to put the bishop here. And now suddenly g5 can become a nasty move. He plays it. Okay, rook needs to defend the e4 pawn, rook g4. And now Magnus has 38 seconds to find this incredible move. Rook f8, he finds it. Now these pieces are entering in. Rook f3 is coming in to attack. Magnus has 19 seconds, Fabi 22 seconds. He blunders with queen b3. And look at the knight, how it controls all the square. The queen enters in check and rook coming in. Suddenly, black king is so safe. So safe. I mean, you can't even take your rook f2 is mate in 2. King e3, queen e2 mate. So you can't do that. Magnus is winning from a totally lost position queen d5 played, but queen g2 check finds that as well. And Fabi cannot believe the rook is entering into f3 or f1. He jumps in and resigns. Magnus Carlsen wins. He can't believe that he's turned it around. Magnus, absolute amazing defense. Fabi will be livid with himself after that loss. Magnus leads the match 2-1.